Skål! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is feeling awesome today. Today I have another beer review for you guys, and I am moving over to another Danish brewery called Skovlyst. I don't really know how to translate this into English, but the beginning of the word skov means forest, and well, it's just, yeah, it's probably something like forest joy or happiness, or I wanted to say lust, but that's something else, right? I've tasted a lot of different beers from that brewery. I only did one review, and that was one of the Christmas beers, and I rated that 7, I think, out of 10. So a little bit above average, and nothing special, but an okay beer. I did some research just now, and what I found was a little bit disappointing. So as I said, I've tasted a lot of these beers, and I always felt like they were okay, but nothing special, not like I think it should be. So the label is amazing, natural, nice name. That's in Danish, but in English that would be Oakbrew. So this is a classic golden beer. What you could translate that into in English is probably a dark lager or something like that. It's marketed like a special craft beer brewery, made in the forest, in a Danish forest called Harskoven, which is actually the forest where we, Bitter Villains Denmark, make our annual charity run. That's a side note, but and it's marketed like it's a forest brewery with all these local things that they use from the forest to brew these beers. And what I actually found from the research is that this is a mass-produced beer, and they're actually produced in Poland. So that shocked me a little bit. And that's just not cool. That's just not good at all. I thought it was locally brewed, and they actually use their own stuff from the forest to make these beers, but apparently they don't. So maybe there's a reason why I've always found them like average, a bit above average, and nothing special like they promote or marketed themselves to be. So that being said, these beers cost around 20 Danish crowns for 50 centiliters. That's 2 euros. Sorry, 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 euros dollars. Give or take a little bit. As I said, it's for 50 centiliters. This one, the Oakbrew, or the Golden Classic Egebryg, is 5.2% alcohol. So for special craft beer, that's also very low on the ABV. Another bad sign. So this is the thing about, they always have a cool kind of little bit about background about the beer, and they also have a cool label, always with a lot of natural stuff on it that matches the beer some way. So it seems more and more like the marketing of this brewery is amazing, but the beer is actually kind of cheap and kind of low quality stuff. If it tastes good, all that doesn't matter. But if you also get a feeling of average, then I'm out. This one I actually bought like a taster pack, so a box with 6 different beers, and I paid 100 Danish crowns for that, so that's a little bit below. below below €2 or £2. Yeah. There's no sponsored content in this video, and as always, everything on this channel is just my opinion. Today I have my beer mug from Egebryg, the Danish designer. So the color is beautiful. Dark amber, you know, dark lager. The foam head is average. Yeah. It's very, very clear beer. There's no misty or haze in there. There's no nothing in there. It's just completely, yeah. So, sometimes the Heineken really does this, but other lagers and also darker lagers does this. They have like a sour, bitter smell, almost like an old, you know, like the cloth, the towel you have beside your sink you use to wash your table. If it's been there too long, it has a certain smell, and sometimes lagers and cheap lagers and darker lagers have a kind of a little bit of a smell like that. Heineken has that a lot. And this one has a little bit of the same thing, but only in the back. In the front there's a little bit of bitter hops, and then there's a sweet, but also like a, there's some maltiness, some sweet maltiness. Definitely. Let me just check if there's any honey or anything in this. Ingredients: water, barley malt, barley, hops. So there's actually oak extract in this. So something, so like the fluid from within the oak wood. But only extract of that is actually added to this beer. And the sweet malt is actually the dominant, and there's a little bit of bitterness, but what is that? There's a little bit of I don't know how to explain that. There's a little bit of a bitter, earthly, a little bit of an earthly, bitter twist to it. Another bitterness than hops brings, almost like a licorice or chocolate bitterness. Yeah. So, skål. At the palate, at first, it's really nice, fresh. There's a little bit of hops bitterness. There's a little bit of that earthly bitterness, something else, and sweet maltiness. And it's actually very good at the beginning. Then comes a little bit of that same. It's old dishwashing water. A little bit of that, or the soap you actually use to wash your dishes with. It's not very good, but just a little bit of a hint in the back. It's almost like the bottle or the brewery, the stuff they brew the beer in, wasn't cleaned properly, and maybe that's what's bringing this. Yeah, just like I said, the palate is really, really nice. I didn't even get a chance to talk about the finish because of this dirty water, dirty towel. The finish is very boring. There's almost no finish. There's a little bit of hops bitterness, and then there's a little bit of malty sweetness, but it's so weak. It's very weak, very, very weak finish. So, and between the lips and the teeth, you know, up here in the gums, and down below, there's actually, when I put my tongue down there, a feel of that dirty water. The combined experience, or the whole experience of this beer. Shit, my camera's almost falling down. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. Sorry. The general feel and the whole experience of drinking this beer is actually like the other ones. Like the other one, above average. It's pretty okay, and the nose is okay. I think the bottle and the label is amazing, but it's kind of false. The palate is very good. Then the finish is just completely boring and almost non-existent. Yeah. So, a bit of a disappointment. This one is actually widely looked at in Denmark as a special craft beer brewery, and this is all due to promotion and marketing. Apparently, it's nothing like that at all. And I was just looking now just to see where, in Denmark you always have to write where it's made, something like that. So this is brewed and bottled in the EU. So that's all they write. And then for Skovlyst Production AS. So if it was actually in Denmark, that they would definitely write that, because that would be a kind of a label or a stamp of some kind of certainty in the way that it's made, because the rules from the different countries are, of course, very different. So where to rate this? I have a tendency to go below what I actually probably should, because I know this marketing stunt, that I would almost call it, or I would call it, from this brewery. I have a tendency to go lower when I know this, instead of just thinking about the actual beer. So it's a little bit difficult, and then my mind begins to think, am I going at that, whatever I'm gonna be putting it at, because I don't want to be going too low, because so it's very difficult for me to. But I think I will be putting the Golden Classic Egebryg from the Skovlyst brewery at a 6. Yeah, so above average, but only a little bit, and definitely nothing special, and definitely nothing special, but it's okay. It's okay. So 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to share it with friends and family. Also, leave a comment down below. That would really mean a lot to me, and I will respond to all of them. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and maybe hit that bell button, and make sure to notify all videos. Also, if you use a phone, go into the settings and turn on notifications from YouTube, so you get notified when I upload a video. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what 5 beers is coming up after this. If you don't, you could go check out my Instagram and follow me there if you like what you see, or else you're just gonna have to wait and see when I upload. So this is the video for today. Tomorrow, hopefully, if work allows, I will be making another beer review. I don't know if you, my schedule is all messed up because of this coronavirus. Some weeks I'm working a lot more than I've ever had. Other weeks, it's pretty much like I always do. So it's very up and down, and that's why the uploading schedule has been all messed up. So yeah, but thank you for watching, and stay safe and stay healthy. Bye bye.